Welcome to the Deep Dive. We're the place that takes a whole stack of information and, well, pulls out the most important bits for you. Today, we're diving into something that's probably in your hand right now, or at least nearby, how AI has transformed your smartphone into a genuinely genius device. I mean, think about it. Back in 2007, the first iPhone felt magical, didn't it? But it was mostly a phone. Okay, a phone with a big screen and some pretty cool apps. Fast forward to, say, 2025, your phone now. It finishes your sentences, it knows your face, it kind of predicts what you need, it translates languages in real time, edits photos like a pro. It's all down to AI working away quietly.
Yeah, and what's really fascinating here, I think, is that this isn't just about slapping on new apps. It's a fundamental shift in how these devices actually operate. They're becoming truly intelligent companions, you know?
Right. So for this deep dive, we're going to unpack this whole evolution for you. We'll look at how smartphones got smarter with AI, point out the AI features you probably use every single day without even realizing it. We'll explore the powerful hardware that's driving it, check out the companies leading the charge, tackle those tricky privacy questions, and finally, we'll try and peer into what might be next for the intelligence in your pocket. So smartphones started out, browsing the web, running apps, taking pictures. Pretty standard stuff back then. But what truly made them smart in the way we think about it today? When did that big change happen?
Well, the real shift, the pivotal moment, happened when AI and machine learning, specifically deep learning, which is like using these complex digital brains, when that got integrated directly into the mobile chipsets. So this wasn't just a software thing, it was hardware actually designed for AI. We started seeing this with Apple's A11 Bionic chip back in 2017 and Google's Pixel Neural Core. They began embedding these things called neural processing units, NPUs, right onto the hardware.
Okay, hold on. NPUs. So these let the phones process AI tasks locally, right there on the phone itself. What did that actually unlock for people using the phones?
Exactly. That local on-device processing, it was revolutionary for mobile AI. It made phones faster, obviously, because the data didn't have to go up to the cloud and back all the time. It made them smarter because they could learn from your habits right there, even offline. And, maybe most importantly, it made them way more secure. A lot of your personal data could just stay put on your phone. So your phone wasn't just taking orders anymore. It was actively learning from you right there in your hand.
But I think the really cool part is how AI just slips in to features we use constantly, often without us even noticing. Let's maybe talk about, say, 5 everyday examples.
Absolutely. Okay, first up, face recognition. Think about Apple's Face ID. It uses AI-powered depth mapping, neural networks, all that stuff to securely unlock your phone. And it's smart enough to adapt. If you grow a beard, put on glasses, change your hair. It learns. Second, camera intelligence. Ever notice how your phone might suggest a better framing for your shot? Or how it automatically brightens up low-light photos? Or maybe even remove that person who walked into your perfect picture? That's all AI. Think Samsung's Scene Optimizer or Google's Magic Eraser. That's a popular one. Third one, predictive text and voice assistants. Siri, Google Assistant, even just your keyboard suggesting the next word. They all use deep learning to figure out what you're likely to say or type next. You type, I'm on my, and boom, it suggests away. That's AI doing its thing. Fourth, real-time translation. Tools like Google Translate's live camera mode, they use AI and augmented reality, overlaying digital stuff on the real world to instantly translate signs or menus right in front of your eyes. Super useful for travel. And number 5, battery optimization and app management. This one's subtle. Your phone is constantly learning your habits, which apps you use most, when you use them, and it allocates battery power and system resources accordingly. It helps stretch out your battery life and keeps things running smoothly.
Wow. It's actually kind of mind-blowing when you list it all out like that. So basically, AI is humming away in the background all the time, just making our phone interactions smoother, more intuitive. But this needs some serious muscle under the hood, right? It's not just software magic.
Precisely, yeah. AI isn't just code. It absolutely needs powerful, specialized hardware to run effectively, especially for all that on-device stuff we talked about.
Right. And most of the big flagship phones now, they come with dedicated AI chips, or those NPUs you mentioned earlier. What are those chips actually doing? What are they optimized for?
They're specifically tuned for those really intensive AI jobs. Things like recognizing images super quickly, understanding complex voice commands, powering those augmented reality experiences, or doing live text recognition like Apple's live text feature, where you can copy text right out of a photo.
So we're talking about chips like Apple's A17 Pro, Google's Tensor G3, Qualcomm's Snapdragon 8 Gen 3, those kinds of things. These aren't just generally faster chips. They're actually built to run these complicated machine learning models right there in your phone.
Exactly. And that big shift towards on-device processing, it really cuts down how much we rely on the cloud for these tasks, which in turn is great for your privacy, and it makes the phone feel faster too. Those AI features become almost instant. It's all part of this move towards edge computing, pushing the intelligence out to the edge, closer to where the data actually is.
Okay, so with all this powerful AI living right on our phones, it kind of begs the question, who's winning this battle for AI dominance in our pockets? It seems incredibly fierce between the big tech players.
Oh, it absolutely is. It's a really interesting ecosystem to watch. You've got Apple first. They're known for that tight hardware-software integration, right? They use AI often with a big focus on privacy, keeping things on the device, features like Face ID or visual lookup where you can identify plants or landmarks in photos. They're kind of subtle but very Apple. Then there's Google, often seen as the AI, sort of, heavyweight. Their Pixel phones usually get the really cutting-edge AI stuff first. Things like real-time transcription, fixing blurry photos automatically, that magic editor for moving things around in pictures, and Google Assistant's call screening is pretty amazing. They really push the on-device AI envelope. Samsung plays it a bit differently. They partner with Google for some things, but they also have their own AI, like Bixby, and pour a lot into camera AI, like Scene Optimizer, kind of leveraging both worlds. You've got Huawei, too. Despite, geopolitical challenges, they've invested a ton in their own AI chips, the Kirin series, and building strong offline AI models, especially for language. And then, yeah, the other OEMs, companies like Xiaomi, Oppo, OnePlus, they're definitely in the game too, integrating AI for specific boosts, maybe in gaming, photography features, or just making the user interface feel smarter.
Understanding those different strategies really does help you see the sort of unique AI flavor in the phone you might actually be using right now. But all this intelligence, right? Learning our habits, recognizing our faces, it leads to that really big question, the one lots of people worry about. Is my phone spying on me?
Yeah, that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? And it's critical we address it. Let's be clear. A lot of these core AI functions, especially the newer ones, are designed to happen on device. That means the phone does the processing right there without sending your raw data off to some company server somewhere. Apple, for instance, makes a huge deal about this with their whole privacy-first marketing. They design features specifically so your personal stuff doesn't have to leave the phone.
Okay, that sounds better for privacy for sure. On-device is good, but even if the core phone functions are on-device, many apps we install still collect usage data, right? Some are careful, others maybe, not so much. Is AI's hunger for data always going to clash with our privacy?
That's a really fair point. And yes, AI does need data to learn and get better. There's no getting around that fundamental fact. But what's really exciting and kind of reshaping this whole debate is the rise of something called federated learning. Have you heard about this? It's a really clever approach where the AI model itself gets trained across lots of different users' devices, but critically, without the central company ever collecting your raw personal data. Instead, only the generalized learnings, the sort of anonymous model updates, get sent back, never your specific photos or messages or whatever. This is honestly looking like the future for developing private, ethical AI. It lets the intelligence grow without trampling on individual privacy. It's a big deal.
Right, federated learning. Okay, so looking forward then, what's next? Where is all this heading? The future for the intelligence in our pocket sounds like it could be even smarter than we're imagining now.
Oh, definitely. We're really just scratching the surface. We're on the edge of some major leaps. First, generative AI actually running on the phone. Imagine having something like a mini ChatGPT or a powerful image creator like Midjourney running natively, completely offline, no internet needed. Companies like Qualcomm, Google, they're already showing demos of this. It's coming. Next up, truly personalized AI agents. Think beyond just asking Siri for the weather. We're talking about a sophisticated agent that really understands your voice, your context, maybe even your mood, your habits. An assistant that knows you almost better than you know yourself. Scary, but potentially powerful. Then there's multimodal AI. This means your phone won't just understand text or voice or images separately. It'll understand and respond to a combination of all of them simultaneously in real time. You could point your camera at something, ask a question about it, and maybe sketch something on the screen, all as one interaction. We're also going to see a huge accessibility boost. AI offers amazing potential here. Things like real-time sign language translation or much more sophisticated AI navigation aids for people with visual impairments. Really transformative stuff. And finally, building on what we said earlier, even more edge AI, that trend of moving away from the cloud, it's going to accelerate.
Yep.
Expect more and more complex AI tasks to happen instantly, offline, right on your device. Better privacy, better performance.
Wow. So it's not just about making things faster or adding more tricks. It sounds like it's heading towards a much deeper, more intuitive, maybe even more personal connection with these devices we carry everywhere. So yeah, next time your phone suggests that perfect emoji or magically removes that photo bomber from your holiday snap, or even just finishes your sentence before you do maybe just take a second, remember that's AI right there in your pocket, working away, often just for you.
Exactly. And if you zoom out a bit, connect it to the bigger picture, your phone really isn't just a tool anymore, is it? It's genuinely becoming a smart companion. It's constantly learning, constantly adapting to you in real time. The future isn't something we're waiting for. In many ways, it's already here. It's right there in your hands.
Which I suppose brings us to a final thought, a question really, for you listening. As these AI capabilities get even more powerful inside your phone, how are you going to use this deeper intelligence in your own life? And, maybe more profoundly, how is this going to change the relationship you have with what is, arguably, your most personal piece of technology? Something to think about.